Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Frisch, and I read faces. Eddie Murphy. Don't we all love Eddie Murphy? Beverly Hills Cop, all those movies he made. Stand-up comic, just wickedly good sense of humor. So enjoyed his work, still enjoy his work. So what shape face is Eddie? Eddie's a combination between a bucket face, so again, thinker, loves the process of thinking, can't quit thinking. And he's got a little length to his face, so he's a bit of a tree face. So again, he's deeply rooted. He can take the winds of life very nicely. Likes to grow on his own, does not like to be trimmed back. His gift to mankind is the ability to spread his branches and protect. So he's really a good protector. Very narrow eyes. Narrow eyes are about acute perceptive abilities. A good trait in a comedian, he'll be able to look at something and find humor in things that other people wouldn't. But it also indicates a little tendency to be suspicious or wary. Eyes are very wide set. So he has the ability to see the big picture. We bucket faces, we tend to have a pretty high intellect. And so we can kind of pick any job and do it. We'd be good at anything we do, but liking it is a whole different ballgame. So he could be an accountant. He would hate it. He could do it intellectually, but it wouldn't be his happy place because he sees the world too broadly. He also has very indented temples. And this is an interesting trait you'll see in a lot of comedians. This area of the face represents your spleen, but it also represents your body's ability to be happy. So what happens here is when we have an inability to be happy, we'll often try to find humor to strengthen our own body. We can also use it as a crutch. But think of it this way. The 78-year-old lady that loses her husband, big indented temples, very, very sad. And what happens is she's great during the funeral. 3 weeks later, she ends up having some serious health issues, usually lung-related, usually pneumonia. So the spleen, what does the spleen do? Well, the spleen produces B lymphocytes. What do B lymphocytes do? They fight infections. So when there's a lot of sadness in your life, it literally weakens your immune system. So always the downside of an indented temple is the potential to have some immune deficiency. However, Eddie is very healthy. Again, I can't look at anyone without paying some attention to health. Got that deep crease right here, a little bit of a bowel issue. He also has some large pores, so there's a lung, large intestine involvement. The emotion of that element in traditional Chinese medicine, the metal element, lung, large intestine, is despair. And a lot of people, I've had many patients come in diagnosed with depression, and I would hear their story and listen to their history and just do my facial diagnosis. And I would often say, yeah, I don't think you're depressed. And they'd say, well, Dr. Todd, there you're wrong. And I said, I don't mean to insult you, but I don't think that's the D word. I think the D word is despair. Depression is, I'm depressed, and this is the reason why. Despair, there's more of a hopelessness component. It's amazing the number of people that came out of the worst states of depression when they realized they weren't depressed. They had despair. There was a hopelessness. Once the brain gets that, it goes, oh, I get that. I understand that. Typically, they've been put on many antidepressants that not only didn't work, sometimes they made the patients much worse. So despair is an interesting entity. And again, I would not say necessarily there is despair in this man's life, but he may have touched upon it a few times. Also got a little bit of a blood sugar issue, the darkness in this inner canthus area. So again, that's Eddie. I hope he keeps making movies forever because I so enjoy his humor. Thanks. Would you like your face read? If so, simply go to WTFWhyTheFace.com and click Get Analyzed, and I will absolutely analyze your face, and I hope you'll enjoy it.